All right, all right.
What's up?
We got music going in the
I
background.
know it's you. You got that. They got the mood music. That's it.
All
It's
right, all right.
hump day.
Are you listening to us again?
I
You
am. I do it.
turned
My
it.
bad. It's my bad. I'm always on YouTube anyway, man. I gotta go on. My bad. That's,
Um, is it Wednesday or Thursday right now? It's
it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Hump
All right.
day. Come on, Tim.
There
Look,
we
that's what
go.
you look. That's what George is saying here. Good evening,
Last
B. Hey, Ray. What day is it?
what day is it exactly? Yeah, I had to do the show by myself last night.
That's right. Well, I was doing something. We
I
all had
had
we had
I,
something.
I know I left a teaser out there saying that you were going to come and report on all the stuff that we've got, coming out and going on, and
Oh
and
yeah.
the excitement that's going to
Well,
be
there's a
out
lot
there.
of excitement. I mean, seriously, that's what's it's awesome, man. It's it's a great time. We love the fall season. Right after coming out of summer, red hot summer. You know,
All
this one
right,
was
all
this
right.
was this one was fun summer. This was fun summer 2022. But
I
yes,
think
all
so.
good. Yep, it's not early. You're good, Robin. Thank you for being here. Will, yes, M2 is a great buy. Will, that's
That's what I heard.
excellent.
M2 Mondays are coming back.
And 2 Mondays are coming back. It is. It's great stuff. And good evening. Good evening. How you doing, Arrow? Good. Happy Wednesday to you too, brother. Yes.
And there it
See,
is, August
uh,
31st.
we got a few. I appreciate it too. Ariel, I know. Kareem helps us out. Will, there's a bunch of people that kind of keep us in line here over here. Got some worker bees coming out, Tim?
Oh yeah, here we go. We got 5 minutes on the mark. We got a gold
Ooh,
DMT, Wonder Bee, Healthcare Bee, Fireman, and the Black Mamba.
ooh, the Black Mamba's
There they
out doing
go.
the DMT. I don't know
And
if
this
that's
was
gonna
a
hold.
this was a fresh one. Let's see. 1515, 335, 340, 365, and 1616. Who's doing these
Wow.
biddings? It seems somebody's doing the same thing here.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
those ones in the middle, that's a good deal.
this is
Those
gonna
two
get to
bookends aren't a
19.
bad
These
deal either.
things. I tried to steal one last night, and I still got outbid. And there were some good deals last night. Let's take a quick look at that. Auction number 89. I was alone in the room. I thought I was going to be able to steal this buzz,
No, look,
this
you're saying
blaze.
that. You're saying that. Look, George says by yourself. Look, I was here. He was waiting. He was at another jury. He was there, man.
I know, but I thought you were busy because you always outbid me on this blaze and whatever. But the barber was a good deal. All these were good deals, and I tried to sneak one out on the blaze, and it didn't happen. But
Oh,
this princess was good. It was good auction last night. But definitely some what is it? The Wonder Bee. And Matt, you know what I noticed last night? The twinning going on. We got
the
two
what?
barbers going
Oh
on.
yeah,
We got
yeah.
two aviator helmets, and then we had two Wonder Bees
Oh,
going on over here.
that's
A
pretty
lot,
cool.
lot of twinning stuff going on there.
Wow, and those are the empowerment bees too. That is pretty cool.
Yep.
Wow.
So tonight, back at it. Almost 3 minutes to go. Gold DMT, Wonder Bee, Tonto Face Healthcare Worker, Fireman, and the Black Mamba.
Those goggles, man.
Yes, I know you love the goggles. Where's my
That Tonto
story?
would be amazing. Look at that. He's awesome, man. Got the nice
No, this is good. I mean, these are safety goggles for when you're in the lab making
fine. Yeah,
viruses for the world to be protected from. You got to have the safety goggles on.
you do. Same kind of safety, some kind of precautions. Keep it in the lab.
That I wouldn't be nervous if Tonto walked into the lab with the raven on his head and the
No,
glasses on. That'd be good.
it would be good. But yeah, I'm surprised the Black Mamba is out doing the DMT. Them Black Mambas. That's cool.
And
I
and
like it.
and by the way, George says I was just waiting to join another jury. George, you can come on anytime if you want the
Yeah.
link. We'll give it to you. Come right in the show
Oh yeah,
anytime at
yeah,
all.
absolutely.
Um, let's see. I got 2 minutes. I think I need more time of what I got. I only got one thing, but I think it's big.
Well, yeah. Well, let's wait.
Big.
I mean, you got 2 minutes. This is nice here anyway. This
2 minutes.
auction just in general.
But I'll tell you, it's Wednesday, and we did see one. I'm gonna bring this up, but we had one. We had Pakistan last night for a Princess Bee, and then before that, we had none. Right, all workers. And before that, what we got? We had 1 Princess B. So we're going a little light on royalty here.
Yes.
And then before that, 2. So I think we're due to come into Labor Day weekend. And what other weekend to have but like maybe some major royalty? What do you think?
That would be beautiful.
That would be something.
Labor Day weekend. Well, we were trying. I remember the last time, the 4th of July, but
yeah. one of these holidays will be right.
Thanksgiving. I think we'll get it around Thanksgiving.
Yeah. 1 minute to go. Fast gas only. Don't miss out. Don't get outbid like I did last night. Don't get cheese-headed.
There you go. Yeah, cheese-headed. That's right.
Right at the last second. I saw it. I revealed at the end, and then I did the 1 minute after refresh. And I got beat. And it's so terrible because I was doing the show and I punched in the 375 or whatever I bid, 575. I punched in the 575. It's like, nobody's around tonight. I'm going to back it up to 568.
Little did you know.
Little did I know it went for the 575. Now, if I had been in there, there's a question. If I had been in there for 575 first, that person wouldn't have been able to overtake me.
Not if they did 575 too. No.
Yeah, but the tie goes to the first guy that bids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why does he get it? Right.
Yeah.
So I should have stuck to my guns.
You should have.
My gut. If I went with my gut, I would have had it.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles, man.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there you go. Is that a late bid?
Pause 1 second here. You
Right
watch
on.
that one.
Yeah, it's all good. But yes, no, I mean, even if you look at the treasury up here, I mean, look at that 4.7 million bee honey, and that's since the beginning of us doing auctions, right? So, yeah, that is amazing. It's only been 90 days, so there you got 3 months, and over 4.7 million bee honey has been put in there. So that's over quite a bit of dollars there. Did you refresh? You're muted.
I'm back. Sorry, got a phone call from one of the kids. I think it was a butt dial. They're on the roller coasters at the amusement park down the road, and I'm nervous because we've had situations going on.
Stuck to the prices. No last minute bids. There you go. Hold on. Let me mute.
Hello.
So yeah, let me look here. There, George. Yeah, hop on, George. And that's good. That's good, Deb. Unfortunately, the Royal will wait for Friday. Yes, you think so, huh? Friday would be a good day, George. That would be nice for Labor Day weekend. But yeah, I mean, it's good stuff here with this auction, and I can't believe, like I said, I'm pretty impressed. Black Mamba kind of finished it out right there. That is amazing. And I'm going to share my screen because I had some news stuff too, because the auction has finalized. That is it. I know Tim will come back and then just refresh one more time, but it should be good. But this is something, and I do have a full presentation today too, and it's talking about the metaverse and the convergence of everything from DeFi, GameFi to SocialFI. And if you don't know what those terms are, we're going to go over some of that stuff and what that's going to look like in the metaverse. And like I said, it's pretty cool. And, I kind of found a new tool to make cool presentations, and that's what I want to go over tonight. So it's fairly, substantial. There's quite a bit of slides, and I got a lot of talking points in there. So I'm looking forward to it. But when he pops back in, I think he has some news stories to share as well. And then I'll let him go through it. Yeah, it's all good, man. You want one more refresh, and we should be good.
One more refresh. Now?
Yeah, well, I can't refresh. I can't.
You can't refresh. All right,
that's
I'll refresh for you.
Yeah,
Here it comes.
So it should be finalized because it's been well past that. 15, 15, 16, 16, same. All good, man. So, wow. Yes.
Nobody came in to sneak anybody out?
No, it's all good, man.
Come on, people. I get one phone call, I get distracted. I could have jumped in there.
Yeah, that was your fault there. But go ahead. You got some new stuff.
Blame the kids. I just got one cool story. The visualized state of central banking digital currencies.
CBDCs.
Yes. So around the world in 2022, Over 100 countries worldwide are exploring digital currencies, more popularly known as cryptocurrencies. Introducing regulated digital currency by countries' central banks presents many opportunities. This graphic explores the state of the CBDC. So you can see here, let's start at the bottom. Canceled. These purple ones, they said forget it. We don't want cryptocurrency. Inactive is the little pink, right? I think Finland up here is pink. But under research, in the research phase, we know United States is into that. We know that Peru, Colombia,
Mexico,
all these blue countries over here, and all these in here are blue on the research. And then in development, these light blue, pale blue, Australia, Brazil, Canada, and then we have pilot programs in China and Russia, Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, and launched. I think it's only this one. What is NGA? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Nigeria, man. Is that Nigeria? Yeah,
that sounds good to me. I like the way you think. But it looks like Nigeria is the only one that launched their own cryptocurrency.
Well, just because bank. Like their country and the people kind of, it said like 40 or 50% of it have already adopted it. You know.
Right. Yeah. I remember that. I think there was a good list down here. Yeah. Central bank digital currencies worldwide. Nigeria launched. Yeah. There you go. The Bahamas launched.
All
Jamaica, Anguilla, St. Kitts, Antigua, Montserrat, Dominica, St. Lucia. There you go. That's where we're going, right?
That's where we're going, Tim.
St. Vincent, the Grenada, and then Sweden. These are pilot programs. Sweden, Lithuania, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan. Oh, the Ukraine says pilot program, but undecided. I guess we have to wait until some family figures out how they're going to work with that one.
That's right. The big guy.
Launched pilot under research, 41% under research, inactive, canceled, and others.
Yeah.
But very wild. There we go. It was Nigeria. You win.
Right
extra 10 points for you.
There you go. I should win some crypto.
Yeah, that's right. Very cool. And Asia, working on these things over there. Nobody launched, but a lot of pilot programs over there.
Oh yeah, like you said, you named off, and it's you're talking about all the Caribbean islands. I mean, it's amazing. Oh, yeah. Great area.
Yes, we'll get there.
Yes.
St. Lucia, the Middle East, working on things.
No Yemen.
South of Yemen, South America. Where's our friends down there?
Ecuador.
Venezuela and Ecuador. Ecuador's purple. Is that canceled? Uh-oh. Friends. Peru. We know somebody in Peru, don't we? Joey?
Yep.
Keep working down there.
El Salvador's up there, and they're in their own, in the Central America, Panama area.
Chile. Brazil, pilot program. Nice. Very nice. There's North America. Working on it, and a pilot program.
Yeah.
And here, these are all your islands down there. All got
awesome
stuff going on.
Looking good.
Very cool. So that was it. Just a glance around the world about what's going on. So that's what I had. Quick little review of what's going on in the central bank cryptocurrencies around the world.
Right on. Let me jump over to me here. I got some, like I said, while you were popped off a bit, I told everybody I'm going to go through some news real quick and the presentation that I've been putting together. So this first, you see this, Tim? Crypto.com mistakenly sent a customer $7.2 million instead of a $68 refund. That's a bad figure.
I better check my account.
and they were shocked that
they couldn't take it back. What did they do?
The person they at least bought a house. I'm surprised that's all they bought, because there's still a good amount. There's still like 6 million left in there.
They didn't buy a big house.
They didn't buy a big one. It was like eight, a little under. It was around $1 million. But anyways, they used it for some other things too. But yeah, they froze the rest of the account. But they're trying to sue the lady for the house and make her sell it.
Dang.
But still,
that's too bad. I had a situation with Crypto.com where I bought a ticket and and to an event, and then someone from a personal transaction, and then that person wanted to refund me some money.
Yeah.
Sent it back to the same address, but that it doesn't go back to me when you just reverse the funds. So that was really a bad setup for crypto.com.
It was. I remember you telling me about it.
It cost me money. It cost me a lot of money to straighten that out. And crypto.com, although that's their policy, I'm like, it makes no sense. If I send money to someone, if I send somebody $500 and they want to send me $100 back, then it cost me, I think it cost me $75 to get the $100 back.
Right.
Because they were like, oh no, that's not your return amount, your return wallet. And I'm like, that person didn't know it, and I didn't know to tell them that. And now I have to pay $75 to get my 100. So I got $25 back instead of, it was terrible.
That is terrible.
Anyway, be careful on crypto.com. Make sure people don't send you money that they don't know where it's going.
Right.
And I just said it's a bad program where if money comes into their wallet from one direction and they want to send you back change or, give you a discount or whatever, they just can't send the money back to that wallet address.
Right.
And I'm like, that's a bad policy. That's bad. Oh, it's for your protection. I was like, now you're going to charge me for my protection, $75?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't have to go there.
It's all
give
good.
Us what do you got next?
Don't be bitter. Let it go.
And
also, too, one time I'm going to review. Oh, you like that, huh? That's nice. I'm going to review this because I just got this.
Hold on, show us that again.
I'm excited. Look, this is. Oh, let me get this upside down. I'm going to take it out. Oh, look at this, man. I'm messing it all up. But I'm going to take that out. But this is Arculus, right?
Arculus.
So this is a new cold storage wallet, and I just got it, and it's just a metal card. This is an NFC card, near field
communication.
Yeah.
Yes. So what's the seed phrase on that?
Huh?
What's the seed phrase on there?
Seed phrase, that's right. So it only works on your phone. It's a new thing that I'm going to go through, and it has 3-factor authentication. So that card, which is a metal card, has to be on the phone. You do the thumbprint or an eyeball, and then you have to do the password. So 3-factor authentication for you to move money or crypto in and out of your wallet on your phone. So I'm gonna check it out. Right? Looks cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
cool.
You've got that card in your wallet and your phone in the other pocket. That's not close enough to start the opening up of the wallet.
No.
It has to be
touch. It has to be over. It's like I think it's even over the camera part.
Gotcha.
It's like vertical, sideways.
So very near field communication.
Very near field.
You got to be right there. Okay.
Super touching field. Yes. But just like I said, checking out different things. But main thing that I've been doing for a couple days now is, like I said, this presentation. Let me get back into it. I want to go over the metaverse, man. And like I said, we're always talking about this because it's exciting. This stuff that's happening, right? We got cool things going on. Let me get this in the full screen mode.
Look at that presentation. Holy
look at that. I know. Look at. I'm gonna make it big. Look at that. I even made it big now. So I'm gonna put that up there. I know I can close it, Tim, but it's all good.
I'll go. I'll make it even bigger.
But yes, the metaverse, and these are like three main things that you're gonna kind of see that helps with the structure of the metaverse: DeFi, SocialFI, and GameFi. And that's what we're going to go over today. This is like I said, what I put together because there's a lot of interesting things that, we are at the very beginning. I know everybody gets tired of hearing that, but we are. And when you hear and we go through this, you're going to see how early we are and how amazing it is where we've been set up within our NFTs, our DAO, the DeFi exchange that we've already been able to be a part of. And it's pretty incredible. Like I said, it's good times, man. And to be in this early is something is really there's nothing greater, man. I mean, like I said, it's just to picture the internet. But the metaverse is expected to be the next level classification of the internet, right?
Yeah.
Just like the internet is now, the metaverse will have many virtual economic models. but they will be powered by Web3 tools and platforms. These models will have their roots in financial services, gaming, or social media. Yet there will be a constant crossovers and interactions across these models as they coexist in the metaverse. So sometimes you're going to not even understand, and you know that you went over into something else. You might not even understand that you're in a game now, or you're part of a game, or that now you're doing some kind of DeFi move. We've kind of touched on this already, even just with the bees, right?
Right.
But I want to do a quick little a review of something like social media and Web 2. There are challenges that people are going through constantly, all the time right now in Web 2, with especially social media. Every day, over half the world's population, around, it's pretty much precisely 58.4%, spend an average of 2 hours and 27 minutes on social media. Yet the attention, the interactions, the engagement, and the data gets monetized by a few centralized entities and their shareholders. Mm-hmm. It's completely misaligned, man. And of incentives that led to this one-liner, and it's really neat. There's the incentives are all for these centralized systems, right?
Right.
But this right here wraps it up. So if the product is free, you are the product. So yep. Let that sink in, right? So that's what everybody thinks in social media. Oh yeah, well it's all free. Yeah, it is, because you're the one that's giving it all the intention, the interactions, the engagement, and the data. You're the one that's doing it all, right? So yeah, if you think it's free, you're right. It is free because you're the product. And I thought that was hilarious, that little phrase, because it's so true. I mean, we have given them the kitchen sink, man, and now though we're going to be able to kind of bring it back to where it should, and that's with the people.
I'm just going to make it real simple for everybody. You ever go to a ladies' night, right? Back in the day,
right? I do.
The ladies got in for free and they drink for free.
Yeah.
What was the product that night?
The ladies were the product. That's why everybody came to the ladies' night. That's true. It's crazy, right? I mean, yeah. It's funny, but it's so
just
true.
Just want to make sure everybody sees that picture just for what it is. But yeah, I got you, Ray.
Thank you. And that's a great analogy, man, because that's right on the money. It doesn't get any more right on than that. But we've also seen too many instances of centralized decision making when platforms ban content creators for talking about certain topics. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go there a little bit, man. We've seen it for the past 2 years. Yeah. It's ridiculous, right? So-called, whatever you want to call them, experts. And I have what me and my natural ability to heal myself and my body, the way it works. Being told that it's not good as something that's synthetic. Ridiculous. People lost their jobs. People got kicked off of social media platforms. People got kicked off wherever. That's ridiculous. So I understand it is critical for creators and artists, but in general, these processes, right, that do this overarching kind of overwatch, right, to protect the broader base of users from harmful posts. I get the idea, but a decentralized curation process, if any, would be more aligned with Web3 going forward. So a kind of a decentralized place where it's not just one, I guess you'd say tyrannical, tyrannical entity telling you what you cannot say and what you cannot do. But the third challenge of Web2 applications is digital ownership and the ability to track ownership. This is critical for all the creators and artists, right, who share their work online. Yet the lack of digital ownership opens up loopholes for digital piracy if there's not enough controls in place. And we see that in, what is that? What was that? The music one. What was that? Remember that? Where everybody
when the musician got in the fight with the podcaster?
No, Napster. Never mind. Napster, right?
I was thinking of the other one. Yeah, one on Spotify. Spotify's internal battle. That was trying to force results on each other. It was terrible.
Right. Right. But that happens. I mean, even in the beginning, like I said, with Napster. Another shortcoming of Web2 platforms is the inability to monetize your brand, right? In most cases, influencers who've created a brand for themselves are able to monetize their brand equity in indirect ways, right? But yet the social following and credibility they have created on social media platforms don't directly translate to money in their bank. It doesn't. Some of these, I mean, we have our own YouTube channel here,
Yep.
and I know we're not at that, hundreds of thousands of viewers when we stream something, but even that, it's not what people think, right? That's just ad revenue that YouTube sells from people doing those front end little advertising things, right?
Yep.
Same thing with Facebook and Twitter in general. I mean, you can't run any ads with crypto involved or NFTs or anything, metaverse, anything. So this is a controlled system right now, and that's a problem. So that's why we're going to be talking about what this metaverse and Web3 look like. In the world of Web3, we often perceive decentralized finance, GameFi, and SocialFi as separate verticals or sectors, right? The beginning of these subsets of Web3 happened at different times over the last few years. We started with DeFi, Tim. That was one of the first ones 2 summers ago, right? Even then, it was before that a little bit more, but it really came in that summer. That's when we all started, right? We're in about this 2 years now, everybody. But it's just wild. But as the space evolved and the metaverse concept matures, we are more likely to see them integrate into the metaverse experiences as horizontals. And I'm gonna explain the differences, right? All of these concepts are still in their nascent stages and their very beginnings, the very genesis of them. And they use crypto to support their economic models. Most of the current implementations within DeFi, GameFi, and SocialFi are standalone, decentralized application dApps. However, that's set to change in the metaverse, becoming a part of the household, right? You're gonna, like I said, as we see and build this out, you're gonna see where sometimes you're not even gonna know. Even too, where I was surprised of these glasses that are going to be integrated into some of this with augmented reality. They're not that far away. It's kind of wild, you know. So it's just right around the corner. We need to understand why it's critical to differentiate, right, the capabilities of vertical versus horizontal. So when we look at GameFi applications within the metaverse, we see that it's a dedicated gaming experience that draws users into the metaverse. They play the game and they leave the platform all happy and fulfilled and full with joy, right? Because they smoked their buddy, right? The same can be the case for DeFi and SocialFi apps as verticals. For users who come to the platforms to perform DeFi transactions or want to interact with their friends in Twitter or Instagram-like experiences, the apps are there as verticals. That's exactly what they're, standalone experiences. They come in, do social media, tweet, do all that stuff, or they come in, play Fortnite, go ahead, blow up their buddy, and have some fun. They're standalone experiences, okay? Right. But the metaverse is not just a collection of applications. It's more of a bundle of conscious and unconscious user experiences within a scalable economic model. The conscious experiences can be categorized as verticals and the unconscious experiences as horizontals. So that's kind of a little ground, foundation for what we're talking about here. Let me see, move this one. So understanding the differences between conscious and unconscious experiences is essential for seeing how these applications interact with the metaverse. Should they blend in or should they stand out, right? There are going to be different tool sets that's going to work like that, right? Let's discuss an example, right, of a conscious and unconscious experience. Think about buying a $500 plane ticket for a flight to New York. You consciously did that. You go and look at the prices. You go and, sign. You can go through PayPal and pay. You can go through Apple Pay. You can go through whatever, your credit card. That's a conscious experience. You were going shopping and looking at it. Think about it on the flip side now. If the passenger walks into the airport and that card, you just saw that's what NFC is, a near field communication. Say that was just on your phone. And as you went through the gates, right? Your phone just paid for whatever you're going. So you're walking through here. It says New York, right? You're going through, and it's just paying because it just, like I said, it's an unconscious experience as you're doing it, walking through the gates to get on and off the plane. It's just paying the fees of what you need to get and do that act, right? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
It's kind of crazy, because we're we're getting pretty close to that. But that's kind of the difference, and that's kind of, I just wanted to go into that a little bit. One of the key goals in traditional fintech applications is to make performing financial transactions seamless, frictionless, and as unconscious as possible. The same way you don't have to compete with your friend or colleague in Call of Duty experience, the competitive spirit can be gamified through likes and views and on Instagram. And yeah, I know it is competitive though. Yeah, Call of Duty.
So is Instagram. Didn't they take the like button or the heart button off Instagram?
They did. It was too competitive. But bringing it back to the metaverse, all three models, DeFi, GameFi, and SocialFi, will be embedded experiences. This is not to say we won't have metaverses like the other side where people come to play, but many of these technologies will be unconscious experiences, making these Web3 models more horizontal, embedded, than verticals, standing out and standing alone, as standalone unconscious, just action, just sitting there, right? So it's pretty crazy that and again, you can see how early we are. That's why we keep talking about how early we are, Tim. I mean, it's not, none of them are like that. Decentraland's not like that, right? But this is another quote I found, and it's very interesting. Think of this. You can do anything with NFTs that you can do with a web page. But on top of it, you can have scarcity and ownership and allocation and rights associated with it. This is really big. And this is at Navel and at C. Dixon. That's who came up with this, right? But that's a quote from what they were talking about, because they're actively, working on a metaverse. But that's pretty, you start looking and thinking like that with an NFT. That's just one use case as you're thinking about it, right? Of what you can do with an NFT. So, it's like I said, we're just at the tip of the iceberg, man. Just switching here. So, ecosystem specific experiences. The future of value creation and exchange will know no national boundaries and jurisdictions. We're seeing, you were just putting up there, Tim, all the CBDCs, right? Mm-hmm. Those are all the countries all over the world that are getting into this space right now. They're trying to have their own controlled one, but that's what they're doing. So they will all be ecosystem specific, right? There will be no these boundaries and jurisdictions because of nations. It's going to be the ecosystem specific. The future for DeFi, GameFi, and SocialFi may be embedded, but this embedding can only be implemented in a well-oiled ecosystem, and there is not one out there yet right there. The metaverse that brings these user functions together will not only have elements that you can experience, but also utility and gamification elements. And that's right. We're right in line. I mean, think about what we're doing and building with the DAO. Think about what we talked about last night. Think about a regenerative $1 billion fund that we can find people who think like us and that want to put power back into the people, and we can fund these type of things like this because it's something that we believe in. I mean, think it's flipping amazing, man. So that's the amazing part of talking about being ahead and early on things, is that's kind of the foundation that's been built here, and all of it is just about to be put a bow on. And even us, Tim, I think we just did a proposal, didn't we? We just did one last night.
Yep,
that was our first one. How cool and easy was that?
Not hard at all.
Not hard at all.
I liked how easy it was.
It is, and that's just the beginning, man. That is all technology, right? And it's amazing. For instance, a metaverse in which DeFi can be applied will need to have opportunities for microtransactions. A metaverse in which SocialFi can be embedded will need to have an ecosystem that has creators and consumers contributing, being compensated and acknowledged for their energy that they gave. Kind of like an activity rate, right? Again, think of the stuff that we all are aware of in our ecosystem. A
Yeah.
lot of those things that you're hearing and I'm going through here, you can see being put together in everything that we have that you've heard of in this ecosystem. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. What does embedded DeFi look like? You know how many? And this, yeah, I kind of blew it on this one. I just made a video. It was on YouTube.
That's all right.
Huh? What?
I love it.
Yeah, there you go. So what does embedded DeFi look like? Many of these have already been implemented in several metaverses, but not fully, right? Again, they're all working this out. They're all trying to see what this looks like. So as this space evolves, we see microtransactions, non-fungible token, NFT-based lending, rental mechanisms, NFT marketplaces, micro token economy, token exchanges, and many more bells and whistles that will support the metaverse economy. Each of these features have their own purpose in establishing a scalable economic model within the metaverse. It's you know you even seen. I think I sent you an NFT lending thing, right? You saw
Yeah,
it,
absolutely.
right?
No, we're working on that. It has to be at certain levels. We were talking about how it's not there yet, but you know, we're not far behind. They try and have some kind of limits or requirements before they land on specific products. So,
Right.
You know, once you hit those marks, then you're good to go, and that's going to be very exciting. But the NFT marketplaces and the micro token economies, I mean, all that stuff is very cool. And,
Yeah.
And once they all work together and become seamless, then, you know, once it makes it easy, everybody's going to love it, and there's going to be a lot going on.
It is, man. I mean, like you said, your wallet's just on your phone or whatever, might be on your glasses, whatever it is, and you're just beeping, you know, just moving along, man, and it's just happening, right? But an example, e-commerce within the metaverse is already being tried in several ecosystems. Imagine a user with a full bag of NFTs, right? Going into an art gallery. The art is expensive, and the user is low on liquidity. He doesn't have any ETH or USD to throw around. It's all stuck up in some NFTs that he's got in his bag. So if NFT lending has been integrated, the user could use their B or M2 Monster to borrow some USDC to buy the art. You could do that. That's what we were just talking about. I sent him an application that was doing it currently. Most of them had to be at 1 ETH, but yeah, they're currently doing that right now. So in this scenario described in the previous slide, the user interface is extremely important in making the transactions frictionless. But instead of lending your B, what if the ecosystem had a native NFT or had an M2 Monster for its metaverse? The M2 Monster could be used more seamlessly. These NFTs will be more valuable as the user spends more time in that metaverse or in that ecosystem, especially if there are mechanisms by which they can be leveled up. Look at his little jar on his necklace, right?
Yep.
What if this little potion, right, could be filled up because you're doing stuff in the metaverse, and then you come back and you sell your juice, man. You go and sell your juice instead
Are you saying there's a serum in there?
I don't know. It could be. It might be something in there. So, and if you could fill it up, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? That's something to talk about. Because I don't want to put my Black Mamba. I mean, I like my sombrero Black Mamba, diamond tooth, diamond hand, honeypot Black Mamba. Right? I don't want to put. I would never put them up as a lending for collateral. I would never do that. So I'd rather take my M2 Monster and go messing around in the metaverse and fill up his potion right here. So that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about here. As users invest more time and effort in upgrading the value of their ecosystem asset like NFTs, land, or in-game assets, these assets will play an important role in DeFi elements, which the users can then leverage. That's beautiful, man. And you've seen it in things like Axie Infinity. I mean, I think I'm jumping ahead, but you've seen it. That's what people are doing, right? Another thing, and I just want to talk about this. Think about what a social token model is. This is just like I said, just a thought of what it would be like if you had a social token. Say you were an influencer, right, or a creator. Here are a few fundamental design principles that you could put in your token and why people would have use it, or why would it have utility. Think about this. Only those who had the creator social token can engage with my post or your post, Tim. Or let's use Elon Musk, right? Imagine if he had a social token, and if you wanted to engage with Elon Musk's post, you would need to hold his social token in your wallet.
Right.
Okay. Let's think about how valuable that is, right? Say Elon Musk posts something. How valuable of a spot you think it is to be right under his post? So every time somebody sees what Elon Musk is saying, there's your post right under it, saying, "Yeah, Elon, I believe I'm trying to start an electric car company too." Right? I would use those tokens. That would be a good spot to be.
How many tokens would it cost to get me to Mars?
That's right. It could, but again.
Or how about private access to the tunnels that he's building underneath LA and whatever else, so you could just like zip around town without no traffic?
Well, no, that's the flying car. I'm not going underground. I'm not a worm.
No, he has the boring company. He's boring underground.
Boring.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
Boring.
Well, boring as in digging the tunnels. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I get it. But all I'm saying is think about how these social tokens can work, right? If you would like to get the attention of an influencer, right, and he had a social token, your message can be listed at the top of the responses if you hold the highest number of their social token, right? You could, because you have the most tokens, every time that you message, it's always going to be in the top of the responses. Creators and influencers can then set thresholds that will allow followers with more than a certain number of their social tokens to get direct message to them, right? You know how when you try to send somebody a DM, they're not going to answer that. But if you're the biggest token holder, right, you got access then. But that's both ways, right? That's not just for the people that are holding tokens. That's for the influencer. That's what we're talking about by owning your value, and not dealing or having to rely on Facebook or YouTube. Going back earlier, people are being booted off of the platforms and losing their jobs just because a centralized system told them that they can't talk about this. It's crazy. That fixes all of this ridiculousness. So another one, when a user wants to engage with someone's content, either through a like or share, it costs them social tokens. You can't just like my post, right? I know it's good for me, like with this now, how all this with the algorithm and how it helps with YouTube and doing what we do here. But as this gets further along, you can see how this looks, and this is very, very different, and it's pretty cool. This was just a little bonus. This is something I found at predictions for 2023. Next year, everybody, next year. So world sales of electric cars will reach 8.5 million, right? 80% of the people on Earth will have a digital presence online. Ooh, it's getting there. 90% of the global population will have a supercomputer in their pocket. And that's pretty much there. The world population forecasted to reach just under 8 billion. So 7 billion 991 million. This one was cool, is where I brought up earlier. 10% of reading glasses will be connected to the internet. That's cool. Huh?
Yeah, that's George Jetson.
That's George Jetson, man. That is. And I don't know about exabytes, but I know this is a lot. Global internet traffic grows to 302 exabytes. Yeah. That seems pretty substantial. So I know what a terabyte is. That's a whole nother level. But like I said, this is just predictions for 2023, and this one we've always been talking about, the reading glasses,
Yeah.
because that is the augmented reality. So now you're in both. You're walking around the mall, and there's a computer in your eye. I know they got contacts like that too. So the term GameFi is often used in the context of a large play-to-earn platform like Axie Infinity. Often these features do not need to be intense Fortnite-style gaming experiences. They can use casual games, leaderboards, loot boxes, battle passes, and raffles to provide gamified experiences. Much like DeFi components that add value to the economic model, GameFi elements are not only helpful in increasing user retention, but also critical to keeping users engaged and invested in the platform. Components of GameFi rely on both DeFi and SocialFi to succeed. For instance, those who want to be part of a leaderboard can borrow or rent an NFT to participate. I've heard something like that. Renting out your NFT so they can play in a game. On a similar note, the leaderboards are only effective if the SocialFi elements are built with gamers and creators in mind. You have to make it fun, and you have to make it cool. It's huge. You can't just kind of throw some crazy stuff together. But you see, I put you up here, Tim.
I see that. Yeah.
Capital T NFT Sniper, FOMO Head, and Austin M2. But just think of like that as a leaderboard, man. That's just what it's going to look like. I mean, obviously not exactly like this, but yeah, you're going to go in, and you're going to see where you rank at, and how much crypto you earn, how much potions you got, right? But last but not least, SocialFi keeps the soul of the creator's economy intact in a metaverse implementation. A metaverse often involves various stakeholders: asset creators, asset holders, gamers, and users. A sustainable model is achieved when all these stakeholders or economic actors are incentivized proportional to the value they add. Right? Again, activity rate. How active are they? This is often where gamifying the experience interacts with SocialFi principles. For instance, gamers who play and win consistently go up the ladder within the ecosystem. As a result, they will accumulate experience points. Similarly, creators whose assets perform well in the ecosystem will be rated highly. So creators and gamers are both getting rewarded at the same time. And then you also hear, and we've heard it on Spaces a couple of times, concepts like soul-bound tokens and soul-bound NFTs, right, can also be used to build credibility within metaverse economy. So I'm going to finish it up. There's only a couple more slides left, and then we'll wrap it up. But we need GameFi, DeFi, and SocialFi to create a complete metaverse experience. Even with metaverse focusing on one purpose, these features are necessary to provide viability and scalability. In essence, a metaverse can scale only if DeFi, GameFi, and SocialFi can work together seamlessly. DeFi, in essence, would take care of the financial elements, GameFi, the experiential elements, and SocialFi, the credibility elements for the economic actors. Without DeFi elements, the metaverse would lack commercial scalability. Without GameFi elements, the community would lack the experience motive for continually returning to it. You want to come back, and you got to make it awesome. Finally, without SocialFi angle, the ecosystem's credibility would not be established. The SocialFi elements ensure users and creators get credentials, right, and credit or monetary value for their additions, whatever that is. This is not to say we won't see a metaverse that focuses on football or Hollywood or art, but even in these metaverses, there will need to be a mini games, microtransactions, and ecosystems rankings. We're already seeing this with software as a service platforms, providing these bells and whistles so that the teams can focus on the core purpose of the metaverses. All these must come together to create a sustainable economy, sticky platform, and immersive experience for the users and creators of the metaverse. And that's what it is, man. And that's why I'm really pumped and excited, because we are the building blocks for that, right? And we get to look for things like that. All the tools we talked about it all the way from the very beginning. Tim, is this
Yep.
is not about who finds the gold. This is about who provides the tools so you can go and dig up the gold, and that's important. All of this of building the tools in the metaverse is going to need funding, and it's going to need things like that. And that's what's amazing about being a Web3 VC. And that's what you're starting to look like with this, what the bees are. And we just need to go and build that $1 billion fund and get it going and just start, doing what we need to do with these bees. It's crazy, man, what we're about to, be a part of. Imagine, like I said, all of that, that kind of stuff always coming by. We get to talk to them right on our YouTube channel. We got spaces, we got all this. And then if they're, up to par or something that where we want to do, and we got to that level where there's $1 billion in that DAO, then we can do things, man. And there's nothing like that. They're going to come in hot and heavy when all of this starts spinning up, and it hasn't. It's not yet. It's so early. It's crazy, right?
That's to use the old analogy, it's like the guys who made the money in the gold rush were not the people mining for the gold out there. It was the guys who had the picks, the shovels, the screens that were providing what to do,
Yep.
how to get stuff done. So if we're going to build it, then people are going to come looking for the gold, looking for the experience, looking for the chance to have fun and that experience, and we're going to make it happen.
Yep, it is.
I like it.
I'm pumped, man. Like you said, did you go through all these already?
Some of them I popped up a couple. If you want me to run through them, I'll go back over what we did.
I was just wondering. It's all good. We can.
Yep. This came up a couple times, but thanks, it's being recorded. Yeah, so please like, share, and subscribe, and share this with a friend if you liked it. And of course, you can rewatch it, and that'd be great. But yeah, a lot of that going back. And then you were mentioning stuff, but George said Coinbase offered me a Visa card, and he's pondering it. Something else for the Save the M2 for when it's over 10 cents.
Right?
I like
there
that.
You go. That's what I'm talking about.
And then Will was talking about how it's similar to equity in your home. You can take the equity loan of your NFT into the metaverse. So yeah, You can borrow against your NFTs. And then more great stuff. Jerry said great profile for the era ahead. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And Will's liking the education.
Yes.
The Oculus. The Oculus. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, because we got a metaverse too. I was playing cornhole.
Yeah.
What is thanks, D-Ray.
Yep.
NFT sign here. Yep. But no, I mean it is, man. It's exciting, and man, there's so much, and then we have again. It's funny to hear and talk about, because again, that you don't even know if that's it, and that doesn't even mean that it's GameFi, DeFi, SocialFI. There can be some other thing that pops up. We don't know. I don't know how it looks, but that gives you a good good understanding of how immersive and seamless all that stuff could be.
Right. Once all those elements come together, then it's going to be an experience that people are going to understand. If it's just one thing, it's like anything. You take somebody to a restaurant. Everybody at the table doesn't order the same thing. They pick from the menu, and ultimately they all have a good time going out to eat together, but they're not eating the exact same thing. I mean, unless you go on burger night, like when I go and take my kids, because burgers are half price. But beyond that, everybody goes out to have a good time together. And when you can combine all that stuff around an event, then everybody loves it, and it makes for a much more special time.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it, Ariel.
Yeah. You got
awesome. Good deal.
Stuff.
Right on.
All right, let's let me flash up the thing there. We still got 12 minutes to go, Ray, before there's a new thing. Let me share this just to take one last look. But we don't have to stick around. I know we spent a great time going over all that today, but 12 minutes to go. But yeah, this was the auction from last night. I'm sure there's going to be some royalty in tomorrow night's auction, but we'll leave it right there, Ray.
Yes, sir. That's a nice lineup. But yes, they'll be up in less than 12 minutes. Awesome, man.
Sounds good.
Very cool.
All right, my friend. We'll be back again tomorrow night. We'll have a good time. Tomorrow's only Thursday. Coming into Labor Day weekend. We'll have a good one. But,
it is.
I'll see you then.
All right. You too. Take it easy, man, Tim. Thank you.
Great.
See you, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Yep.